This is PAMS, a personal aerial mapping system. PAMS is a highly automated flying drone for photogrammetric missions. It's easy to use and easy to transport. It's built so that one man can carry it and fly it. This is the fuselage of the plane with the open camera bay and the open battery hatch. When you have arrived at the place where you're going to fly, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to set up the plane and to get it flying. A laptop with a radio link to the plane is used for flight planning, and during flight to monitor the plane you can exactly see what the plane is doing. Before starting the plane you do a visual check and technical check of the plane, that the rudders and the engine are working properly. You do a normal hand start and you fly the plane up to an altitude of about 75 to 90 meters, and where you switch to Auto 2 and you go into parking mode, and the plane goes into its parking circle. We are now seeing the plane leaving the parking circle and going towards the first strip to start fly the block. To help monitoring the plane during flight, the ground station on the computer gives you vital information about, for example, GPS status, plane speed, battery level, estimated wind speed and altitude. As you can see, when the plane is flying along its lines, it's making black dots. Every black dot indicates that here was a picture taken. Flight planning is something that can be made in the office before you are flying or in the field when you are flying. To make it easier, you can use a georeferenced picture as a background. PAMS flies about 35 to 40 minutes on one battery. In this time you can cover an area of about 1 square kilometer. If you fly on 300 meters you will have a resolution of 10 centimeters, and if you fly on 200 meters you will have a resolution of about 5 to 6 centimeters. There are several built-in security features in PAMS. One of the most important is the so-called fence or virtual wall. This fence restricts the maximum distance of the block corners. You can't plan a block outside this circle. If the plane passes outside of the fence for more than 40 seconds, it will automatically suspend the flight plan and return back inside of the fence before resuming the flight plan again. If it for any reason gets more than 1.5 times away from the fence radius, it will automatically terminate the flight by cutting the throttle and performing a controlled gliding landing. There's also several other ways to terminate the flight, from the radio control or from the ground station. The plane is now finished with the block and goes back to the parking circle, where it stays until the pilot manually takes it down in half automatic mode. PAMS is a very stable system and can fly in quite strong winds. For landing you do a skid landing, and you need a strip that's about half the size of a football field and 15-20 meters wide.